So let's start. So
Yeah,
today our objective is to understand some more concepts related to multi-threading. So
right,
let us first understand the some use case scenario and where we are going to understand how we can address those cases, right?
sure.
So let us example like we have a kind of three services. Let's key service A, okay, and another service B, another service C, right? Let's
Yeah,
give it three services, and this is the my applications. This is the, my apps, and apps are going to interact with get some data, right? So let's are getting some data from A here, and then getting data from some B here, then getting some data D here. Once all these data get, okay, yeah, we can say once this activity is completed, this activity is completed, this activity completed. After that, I'm going to do some work, right? So
right,
notice in the case of multi-threading, let's say this is a thread one, this is a thread one, this is a thread two, this is a thread three. Okay, let's keep from main methods. From main methods, let's see. I started this thread, I started this thread, started these threads, and after that, I am going to ensure that once all these threads are done, are completed, right?
right,
Completed. After that, I can go do something. Okay, but if you notice by default, last couple of example, if you notice, whenever I can start thread 1, thread 2, thread 3, okay, and our main application just uh, work like a launcher. They are just launching them, and after that they are going to done our work, right? They are not waiting to all threads going to complete and then I'm to do something, right?
right,
So sometime our situation, uh, we as a thread manage also thread. One threads want to wait or two set of threads are completion. Maybe this is three thread, four thread, five threads, all completed. Then I can continue my work. Right?
right,
There are some situation, the scenario, one threads cannot start his work until this three thread or four thread or five threads, which are not completed a job. Okay. Let us example. In the case of let's give we are building our house, we say until our four wall is not built, wall number 1, wall number 2, wall number 3, and wall number 4, right? If all four wall is met, then I can go and prepare the my roof activities, right?
right,
So until these four walls are not prepared, I cannot going to for my roof activities. So I think I have decided to hire one engineer for wall 1, wall 2, wall 3, and wall 4. So until I am going to wait until these four are not done, after that I am going to start my work, right? The sometime in the case of multi-threading environment, there are many scenario where one threads or one applications or one user waiting to someone complete his jobs and then I can start my job. Or maybe I have done partially work and just waiting once these three, four done, after that I can do some more, right?
right.
So such scenario, how we can manage, right? How we can address in the multi-threading. In the multi-threading, let's example. This is the we have a worker. Let's class worker. Okay, worker worker implements runnable. Okay, and they override run method. And here say worker is doing jobs. Let's what say that's doing job in stream. Let's arrange and just doing 10 work. Okay, any statement works and for each say system dot out then instruction one completed completing completing instruction RI. Okay. So let us. I have a one worker. That's have a 10 works. So come instruction one, instruction two, instruction three. So whenever I say, hey, my executor service, executor service equal to executor service dot executors dot new test thread pool, and we have to write in a try block, right? So
Yeah.
that auto close happen. And here say simply I created one worker, okay, and now here say, hey, executor service, submit my work. Let's work. Okay. So let's here say this out uh, app is started by your thread name, okay, and app is completed. App is completed. If you notice here, what I saying, I am just saying here executor service can you start one thread means ki start one worker in separate threads, and here also done by thread name, right? Plus thread dot current thread dot get name. If I run, the default nature is the multi-threading. Our main applications or any threads are not going to wait for any other threads. Intention is that each threads are work independently. This is the basic concept, right?
Right.
So notice here main thread is started and main thread applications, and these are the going to run by thread one. Okay. So if you using this way, okay, and sometime we are using, okay, let's I can do like a manually I can say start as like a new thread, and here say worker, okay, dot start. In this way also say, right, let's say I started two threads, okay, two times. If you notice, they are going to this way or this way, both way you can do. Notice here is still our application going on, but our notice our main application is also completed before the completion of all this thread, right?
Right.
Main application is completed here. Main application is not waiting, hey, these threads are going to complete or not, right? So
Right.
our sometimes situation, hey, I want at least something completed, then I can go here, right? So in this situation, how we can control? Okay, might be here I can start with three worker, three thread, and all three are working independently. But our intention is that ki, until these three are not done, I am not going to. Let's say this is my worker one. Let's get thread my thread one, my thread two. You can give any name right here. Hmm. So it's clear now our use case. Now we are starting multiple threads, and I want one of threads them wait for another, not only one thread, maybe many threads. So
Right.
notice here multiple thread I started, all are doing his work, completion his work, but no on any synchronizations. So how we can achieve them, right? So one of the basic things already we discussed last time about this join method, right? Join method. Okay, if you remember join method we discussed in the last couple of class back. So one of the worker help us, if you have a thread class, then you can use the join method, right? Here in a manually we have a thread class in our control, right? So here before starting I can not write this way. If you are writing class this way, like this variable is there, and we have a let's keep thread one, right, in this way. If you are going to start like thread this way, then you have a control, okay, now this is my thread one, okay, and similarly let's thread two, thread three, right? Thread two, thread 3. If you are writing code this way, then as a developer or programmer have a control 3 like a 4. Now we have a join method is the solver purpose. Now we can say, hey, thread 1 dot thread 1 dot join, right?
Right.
This thread 1 method say join method say the current thread is going to wait until thread 1 not going to the complete its job, right? Similarly, you can say I am going to wait for thread 1, thread 2, thread 3, right? This is the one way. Thread 1, thread 2, this is the thread 3. If you are starting thread manually and you have a thread variable in your hand, right? Then you can call this join method, right?
Right.
And if you run, notice all threads are uh, going to until notice all threads are completed, then main is completed, right?
Right.
This is the last line always. So in this way, we can might be I can say maybe this is the way we can do, right? If
So
join is uh,
join basically completing one by one, like
so let's here understand join what did here. Control C. Here let's keep this is our main application. Main application first started main thread, right? Main
right,
thread. Internally their printing is started, and here they are starting thread 1, thread T1, started thread T2, started thread T3, and after that they're doing his own work and completed by default nature.
right,
Default nature, this line printed, it started 3 threads, and after the next line printed, and after say main is done, main thread work is completed, right? This is the default nature. But I say ki, hey, I started 3 threads, just I want ki all this thread first complete, then I can do proceed, right? So what I say ki, hey, already I know your name. I know because I have generated you. I have created thread, so I have your variable name thread. So I can say, hey, thread 1 dot join means now main thread saying ki, hey thread 1, I am waiting for you until you not complete your job. So this line say thread 1 dot join. This line say that means main thread saying, hey, main thread say, hey, I am going to wait until thread 1 is not completed a job. Right? This thread 1 until not completed, this line is waiting here, right? Main is waiting. Once thread 1 done, then second after that this line go here. Then again main say, again I have to wait for thread 2. If thread 2 done, then I can go to the next. Next line here say, I'm again going to wait for thread 3. If thread 3 completed, then I can go my work in the next 4 and complete. Now ask a question on the join.
okay. So you are saying uh
Hmm.
thread one, right, check. So join means it finish like done.
Join means method say who are calling this join. Join is notice join method is called by your main method, right? This is a method, main method.
Yeah, main method,
Call
that's right.
main method call thread 1 dot join. That is main method is going to wait until thread 1 is not completed his job or work.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Thread 1 job, they are completing the 10 statement, right?
And after, yeah.
And once it is done, then they are going to hear this line, next line. This is the lucky. This is the app thread 1, thread 2. This is the app line
Oh,
1,
join basically
line.
it waits. It
Uh,
waits
uh,
until thread one completed.
line. Let's 1
Yeah,
is mm.
right,
So just I'm saying key. This is the all the code executed by main thread. Okay.
right,
This is the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, by
right,
default. So before here, all the threads are started by default. Right? Here
right,
say thread is started. Uh, apps is starting multiple thread. App is starting 3 threads. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Our app is starting thread by the main thread, and this line is 3 going to execute it. After that, our this line by default come, and after line 1, we are waiting for the thread 1. So our line 2 is not going to complete until your thread 1 is not going to complete his job, right?
Right.
Once after that thread 1 completed his job, then the line main is going to work again. And
Right.
after doing main works, again say I'm going to wait for thread. So now again here main thread is waiting. Hey, thread 2 first complete your jobs. One thread 2 complete his job, then come to the line number 3. Then main again started doing his work. Main doing his work, and after say, hey, again I'm going to wait. And waiting, hey, thread 3 completed. Yes. Again I'm going to work my one, and finally I say, okay, I've done, right?
Right. Right.
So let's run. So notice here thread 2, thread 3, and thread 4. Thread 2 completed, 3 completed, 4 completed, and main is done. So
So, can you explain the last line where it says main is done?
main is done. This is the last line. Main
Oh,
methods
last line.
thinking, hey,
Okay.
I'm
Just the
just thinking
message.
my completed, right?
Okay. 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 I got it. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Uh,
So this is the one way where we are going to wait. Here, main thread is not going to say completed until these 3 threads are not completed his job, right?
right.
It's clear.
Right.
So this way very clear. But what happen if I am going to start my thread using executor service? But that executor service, we are not going to create thread dot start, right? We're not starting, we're not creating. In the case of executor framework here, notice, let's go to the down, right?
Right.
And just I'm going to down here. And now in the case of, let's come on executor service, right? Executor service, I have a multiple, we can start, right? Or we can say maybe just like a loop we can start. Whenever copy paste code, we can do loop. Let's do the loop, right?
Right.
Here you can say let's key int is manually for loop or int stream you can do, right? Range, let's give 1 to 10. Okay, I'm going to start dot for each. Okay, and
Right.
whatever I say, just say I'm this code going inside a loop, right? Whenever you want to loop, always use the multiple copy paste bajai ki either. So here executor service going to start 10 thread for you, right?
Right.
So here how we can
Oh, so you can actually create thread by loop.
in the loop.
Mm.
Okay, or you write this code, or you can say simply copy this code in a 10 time. Here say
Yeah, manually. Yeah.
manually, right? Generally we follow ki copy paste. Why not using the right?
Right. But
Instead of typing 10
normally you
time,
write in a loop, right? Normally.
generally avoid copy paste code, right? This
Right. Right.
code is already execute understand by my compiler with the one line. Why I writing a 10 line, right?
Right. Right.
So preferable way, don't write this way, use this loop, maybe for loop or int string of life. I'm using the for loop, right? So here
Mm.
I can start it this way or this way, both are the same thing, right?
Right.
So here my intention, one thing we can understand is join method help us for waiting for one thread, right? But sometime whenever you are going to start or multiple thread using the executor service, right? In this case, sometime you want to achieve this functionality. Let's key worker one want to wait for another worker one, right? So here I can going to call join method because we have not any thread object. We have not any kind of a control because this thread is started by my executor service, right?
Right.
Created by executor. Here manually I am creating thread object and calling the start method, right? These activities here in executor service I am not doing. This is taken care by our framework, our library, right? So in this scenario, let's cover we have three services. I want to wait for completion of service, right? So how will do? What the mechanism you have? So for this scenario, we have another tool available that is known as a count down latch. This is the one of the tool given by the designer. Some situation you want, hey, this is the thread 1, this is the thread 2, thread 3, thread 4, and I say this is my another thread. These threads are going to wait until this not completed, this not completed, this not completed, this not completed, right?
Right.
Once all this done, then this are going to complete start his job, right?
Yeah.
So this countdown is the one way where say, okay, how will do countdown latch is nothing, just a counter. So this thread say, ki, let's say I'm going to wait for three threads. So what this say, this concept say, ki, I'm going to just creating one counter variable, and here you said three threads, okay? And this counter variable I pass to the each thread, okay? Each thread, each threads, and they
Right.
have also this thread. Here say, ki, whenever you work you done, just say I done. Then means just reduce counter two, right? If you say ki, this thread say I done, then reduce the counter one. This say I done, reduce the count zero. So whenever these threads are receive the counter zero, then say ki, hey, I means ki all the uh, uh, our waiting threads are completed the job. Let's I start my one work. The
Yeah.
countdown is nothing, just a logical counter between the one threads uh, and the multiple thread, right? So here say countdown, just countdown is a latch, a countdown latch, just a counter variable where initially we have set key. This is the thread 1, 2, 3 thread, 4 thread, a 5 thread, right? If this is a 5 thread, I set the counter initially 5, right? And this is the shared object. I am going to the pass each thread. Thread 1, thread 2, thread 3, thread 4, thread, all the threads. So all threads have this counter variable. And this thread which you want to wait, they also have. So this thread is going to, if this counter 5 become a 0, that means they know ki all the my dependent thread is completed his job. How 5 become a 0? Because once this thread, whatever the logic written, they are doing, and after this, okay, had done. Done means this going to reduce 4. If this thread get a chance and done, they say reduce. Let this chance get a done, they reduce. So finally, if all the threads completed his job, they have count down the counter. This is name is a countdown, right? Count is going down. Once count become a 0, that means this waiting threads are understand, hey, I know ki all the my required thread is completed a job. Let's start my work. It's clear.
Yeah.
So here similar kind of functionality which join method hopper. If sometime in the executor for service I want similar kind of things, and then we can control them. So countdown, just a countdown, just is a class. First things is a class. Okay, then you can create the constructor and object directly, right? So here say, hey, countdown latch equal to new countdown latch, and set the count number of latch you want, right? Start. So let us. I am going to wait for the 5 thread, right? Or 3 thread, whatever the count you have, right?
Yeah.
Question is that now you have a countdown. So this countdown we have to pass all your workers so that they all your threads which are working, right? So how you can pass this shared object to the, let's create the 3 thread or 4 thread or 4 worker, right? So good option. So let us example. My this is the one class uh, task executor. Task executor. and that's implement runnable and override run method. Okay, and here simply same like I'm just written logic here, whatever this have. So let's say this is the task and say just task executor. Okay, task executor. What the task executor is my one work. I want this code run by multiple thread. So I'm going to create the object here. For example, let's say I'm going to create here. So task executor equal to new task executor, right? Our intention is that I am going to pass this object to the here, right? So that this thread, whenever this going to run thread, they have a method so that they can say, hey, I done, right? So
Right.
whatever the runnable task I'm going to in the constructor, we pass this our counter. So just create constructor here. I am constructor, right? And just say this is my constructor here, and here say count equal to count this dot. Okay. So now whenever this say, hey, I done my work, I done. After that say count dot count down. Count down is a method which say, hey, I am done. Count is just there down, right? So this is the line we have to say, hey, this thread is completed its jobs. After that say, hey, I done. Right? Done means here just say count down, just in decrement the counter, right?
Right.
So initially they have a 3. So if I can go, let's start our executor service here. Say, hey, say this is my executor service, and now I am going to start this my executor, right? So now here I am going to create the 10 executors. That means let's here 5. I say 5. This means I am going to start 5 thread, right?
Right.
Each 5 thread have a same counter variable, right? So once they are going to execute, after that they say count dot down down down. But this is just indication here I done my work. So internally this countdown, let's say whatever the counter initially I pass 3, then they are going to the 2, then 1, then 0, right? It's clear.
Yeah. Can you explain?
Huh.
Can you go up? Can you explain what is the function of countdown latch?
Countdown count again, say countdown latch is just a counter which provide the synchronization between the one thread and between the multiple thread. This is thread 1, thread 2, thread 3, and thread
Right.
4, right? Here I want some kind of synchronization between this. How I know these are completed a job, right?
Right.
So I say, okay, I am just sharing one counter between the you. So this is the one counter I created, countdown latch, and I share with here, I share with here, I share with here, I share with here, right? And say whenever you done your work, now you have a counter, just count down. Means whatever the initial count 3 or 5, just count this method say count down here, right? Say just I done. Means just decrement the counter from 3 to 2, right? Whatever the counter you have. Similarly, let's this thread get a chance, I completed his job. So once job done, they are going to, hey, I done, right? So this is the just one common place where all threads after completion his job say, hey, I completed my job, right?
Okay. It keep track.
Just track, keep track. Now so that this, which are the waiting, which is the waiting, are just looking here counter. This is 0, not 0 means all other threads are might be working some, right?
Yeah.
Once this counter becomes 0, then this is sure that yes, now I'm going to start my work.
Okay. So when it says I'm going to start my work, what
Hmm.
work is referring to? Like what? It could be
Whatever
anything.
the next here, let's see the let us let's I started one new thread. Hey, hey, uh, thread Means maybe main thread or any thread we can just new. Let's start the thread, and here say runnable class and just start. Okay. Anything, whatever you are doing here, after this line, whatever you're doing, your work might be here. Say, uh, just here I'm waiting. Okay, S out executor task is waiting of uh, other dependent thread, right?
Other thread.
Uh, executor task executor is waiting to completion of other threads. Okay,
Okay, okay.
threads. And once they done, let's say here how they wait. Just all the await method. Means here awaiting, right? Right, a try catch. Okay. So these are the waiting. Okay. And after that, let's keep this done. Then they're going to complete the job work. Let's see, going to work. Okay. It started. Started our
Yeah.
our own work.
Yeah.
Whatever the work one they have, look, work step one. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thread dot. Okay. So this thread is going to just start as his work, right?
Right.
Whatever the work they have. And here whatever the number of work they have to do work. Okay. Okay. And after they say one work done, two work done, three work done, four work done, right? So if this thread, now this is the new thread, this thread is going to start his work, but after that they are waiting. I here our requirement, I have to wait until my this five threads we started are not work, right? Completed, right?
Right.
Once this five thread done, and after that I am going to start completing my work.
Oh, so the first thing it will do is print the first line
Yeah,
before it execute any other thread.
right. Okay. Okay, so even you can say let's I can start this thread before the here. Let's say I start here first. Okay, and after that I'm going to start these services as per more convenience, right?
Right.
Here say this is the my these threads are going to start something, and after that they're going to wait. Going to wait for which? This downer, this I created five threads. Until their five not completed, I'm not going to continue my this work,
Right.
right? So threads programming is asynchronous model, not always run by sequentially. Notice here I can created a countdown and just this is my worker threads. I just started a work and later I decided ki, hey, I need to wait up the five thread. Let's keep five services completed. Then I can go. So here I can just say countdown wait, right? And
Right.
this countdown I can pass this five more service threads, right? So let good option here say I five here I'm starting five thread, right? Five threads are going to work. So this notice this thread what they are going to five threads, and once they done his work, after that say hey count down means ki I done. So once this five thread done his work, okay, okay, when this five thread done his work, then this thread get a chance and go to complete our job, right? Are you getting what I'm saying to say? Ki
Yeah.
here I am just created one counter means countdown five. So here say that means this await this line this thread this is the new threads this is the new threads are working. The main thread is started a new threads. They are going to start work and later realize okay I have to wait until my five childs are not completed, right?
Right.
So now here they are going to wait, and now this after because this is a new threads. Once main application is started, main going to also work individually, right? Main
Right.
threads are just here. Main threads is responsibility just to start the thread. Whatever you're doing inside, I'm not a matter. I'm going to execute my next line, right? So here thread come and say I am going to start more five thread out, four child, five child, right? And once this five child thread done, then our this waiting thread going to complete its work, right?
Right.
So let's test it. So notice I have to okay, I have to put some sleep so that we can get the complete output, right? It would be good. So let's wait some sleeping here. Some slowly give the output right here. Just say five times, and here say just little bit sleep, right? Here say little bit sleep. They are doing very fast, right?
Right.
We are not able to. Here we have option key. We can apply thread sleep. Already know thread sleep dot just sleep duration of let's a couple of second, 1 second, right? It's 2 seconds.
Right.
And as of now, so let's keep all other. I have to just as of now all other. I'm going to as of now just stop, right? For timing, right?
Right.
So that key all the output are not miss. So this is our requirement. From here, I am going to stop till here. Okay? All are the stops. So here, what I'm doing, our main threads are going to just start one thread. This is the one thread, and these threads have a dependent five more thread. So here they are started is work, but after that they are going to wait. Our objective, and later part, this executor service is going to again start my five child tasks, right? Child threads. Once this child thread done, then I am expecting this output going to execute, right? Because here I am awaiting, right?
Right.
So let's wait. So notice here, main thread is started and thread 0 is started waiting for completion, right? And
Right.
here our child thread is going to execute little bit 1 second, 1 second, and let's wait of the number of threads here completed, completed. I have started uh, still thread. Where is? I'm just expecting after that this thread again come. Okay, let's stop here and say let even even dot start even dot join. So here I'm starting. What say? They're saying no error, just warning. Okay, not. So in this way also you can write thread. Just in the my this is the thread inside the constructor you can pass the anonymous runnable right now. So
Right.
here I'm just starting thread and here say uh, I'm going to wait this thread completes. This thread complete, then say ki main going to complete, right?
Right.
Here main is completed. I'm so don't main complete until my all this child and all this thread are not done, right? I'm just here stopping main wait until my thread is not complete, right?
Right.
So this is started executing and thread completing one task, two tasks, three tasks, four tasks. Wait is somehow await is await here I have to countdown. Yes, let me check here. Why not this line coming again? How much time take? This is the my task. Here I say this is my task executor. They say this is the counter, and this is the, let's here say s out press countdown uh thread run inside countdown dot check count. How many count they have? They count. This is a method to also check the number of count you have, right?
Right.
And here countdown you have a check uh, by thread, which is the thread, right? I have to just check this is the thread started, and after they complete his work, 5 line work, and after that they are going to the countdown. So after that, this must be going to the down somehow. This is after that. This is a maybe 5. Then this method what written? This method would be not written void. Okay. So here our expectation is that this count should be here 4, then should be 3, right here. And in this way until thread 1, thread 2 started. Here say this is the thread 1. So just I'm thinking why they are our expectation is that I have started this 5 counter. The 5 thread must complete his job. After that, this line must be going to execute, right? So anything. This is the counter. I have to pass counter here. I have to counter here as well as and await. It should work. Let's check. I started 5 here. 1 to 5. Okay, I got. Here 1 to 5 means range not include the 5. I got a point. Okay.
Right.
Notice here counter 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice here counter still have a 1 counter. This is not a
Right.
0. Due to that, they are not going to use it because logically they are expecting they are he is expecting mm, we are expecting ki 5 counter 5 thread must be completed his job. And notice here I am starting from 1 to 5. This they are starting 4 is not included, right? Here
Right.
only loop go 1 to 4 time. So here 4th thread is started and 4th thread completed job. But still they are waiting 5th also going to the complete, right? So here if you want to include 5, then you have to use method close range, right? So that this loop going to 1 to 5 time, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Here we have to start 5 thread. Here currently I am starting only 4 thread. Now count 2, count 0, count 3. Let me take now check. Now notice again here what main thread again here thread 0 started and waiting to completion, and after that this is the completed by a thread completed by thread completed by thread. Now notice a task is going to work 2, 3, 4 by thread 0 again. Notice this is the line come after the here after. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Uh, in the
What?
Git.
Okay, just
In,
1 minute.
okay.
My layout is somehow disturbed.
Okay.
Uh, layout. No, I don't want layouts. Current. They are come out something different. I want to different layout. They somehow I pull out and this is going to the out, right? I'm saying it should be fixed here somehow. Okay. Reset. Where is the reset? View navigate. There's some option to reset your view layout. Restore breakout. No layout. Current layout. No. Save. Okay, let us say we have reset later. So I'm just explaining what is happening. So notice here our app is started. Here our application is started, and after that I start our my own thread. But our own thread requirement ki they are going to wait for 5 more thread, right? So this line executed here. Notice I'm going to waiting for completion of other thread 0, right? And now here they are waiting. And after that, notice now our this 5 threads we are going to start. So after that, no 5 threads are going to start it. So notice here, so here I have started this is the thread 5 thread started thread, and they are going to work task executor, task executor, task executor. That because here I am written some loop like here 5 times. So each thread 5 thread going to work. Let's here say just 2 times. Each thread doing to work, right? So stop. So they are minimum output, right? Let's check a smaller output. So now each thread are doing two work. Now this is the one threads do is 1 minute. I should be here. Uh, Here I and 2. This is also let's include range from here I and 2. Here they are going to where the output 1 and only 1. This is the one thread. Sorry, this is the one thread, and again this is the thread 2, and then the thread where the thread 3. We have started thread how many threads? I have started here. I have started 5 thread, right? So 5 threads should be executed. So
Right.
the now thread pull 1, thread pull 2, thread pull 3, thread 4. This is a 5 thread started. Notice here, this is a 5 thread.
Right.
Now once this all 5 thread done, this is a 5 thread still going on. It's still 5 thread going on. Now notice here, my output is not going to up. Why? Yes. Now, whenever you set na window on unset, I'm not getting the show this output to you. How say? Okay, that's great. Now, notice here, once our all thread done in this output, and notice I am coming here after again main thread. Notice here. So I just now just I am just commenting out some code right here. So say,
Sure.
so we are not getting some more output. So run it. So notice here our thread 0. Notice here thread 0 are waiting to my 5 child thread completed. Now this is the 5 child thread, right? 5 child thread. Once 5 child thread done, then again our thread 0 are going to do his 1 work, 2 work, 3 work, right? This is the here. Here they started waiting for the 5 thread to complete his work, and here just waiting. And down here I started 5 child thread, right? This is the 5 child thread. Now this 5 child thread has completed his work, right? Completed his work, right? Once all 5 done, then these waiting threads are going to continue his own work. Now notice here, this is the work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and after that main application is going to close. Yes, any confusion? Ask a question.
Yeah. A little confusing this one.
So here what the
Okay.
what we did here. Here I started thread 1, one thread, and
Hmm.
5 child thread.
Right.
Notice, but I say कि thread 1 is not going to complete his job after this line, some line after this line, after this, after completion of let's key they have done after completion of let's key our 0 work. Once work
Right.
0 completed, and they wait at least my 5 thread going to the complete. Okay, how to know? Wait.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
uh,
After it, I understand. It's gonna print. It's gonna execute two lines.
hmm,
This line and that line, right?
uh,
55 and 56.
yes,
After that,
and
it waits.
they are going to wait.
After that, what happens?
After that, uh, just they are going to wait. Let's and none after that main already started this 5 thread.
Okay.
So notice here, a thread is not a sequential programming, right? This is the code run by the separate thread. This code is run by separate thread, right?
Right.
So notice here, all you wrote in inside a main method, on a main method. So finally, our case, main thread is going to start, right?
Right.
So what main thread say? Let's as a diagram. M- Main thread started here, main. Okay, main start. Okay, main thread. Main thread just create one countdown latch, then executor object. After
Right.
the second start thread T1, they start T1 thread. They start one thread T1. Okay, T1. This is the T1 started,
Right.
right? T1 thread. And after that, the now down go here and again go. They start more five thread. Thread 1, thread 2, thread 3, thread 4, thread 5. And after that, main going to wait. Here down I've written a T1 dot join, right? I'm
Right.
written here T1 dot join, right?
Right.
I don't want main to go close, right? So I say,
Yes.
hey, uh, main, just wait T1 dot join,
Right.
right? I'm saying you just wait main. Just wait. Once this thread is not completed, main cannot go complete, right?
Right.
So here, but main have done two line of work. After that, main going to wait. Main say कि
Correct.
until my five child thread not completed, I'm not going to continue my work.
Right. Right. Okay.
So
Okay. I
here they
see.
are going to wait. And now these five threads are parallelly we started. Okay. So this
Right.
five thread going to run. They completed. Run completed. Run completed. Run completed. Run completed. Once this five done, they automatically say, hey, I know कि my five child thread is done work. Let's do my work. This, this. This once this done, they say कि I am completed my work. Then main say, hey, okay, you done. Then I say main is completed.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Are you getting some clear picture?
Now it's clear. Now it's fully clear.
Because this is the simple. Multi-threading is not a sequential programming, not just the way you're writing code, the way work, right? Here we
Mm.
start written the code for this T1 thread, but this just started parallelly and new again main go here, main started new five thread as well as main is not waiting to go complete this line. Maybe you are not getting the chance to run till now, right? Why am I waiting, right?
Right.
So here look like main thread are just started here, just started. After that, main is not going to check what you written inside here. No, I am not taken care because this is a new thread, right? This is a new thread code, right?
Okay. 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 I see. I see. Yeah. Yeah.
Just main purpose is, oh, this is the thread one. I am going to start you, and after that, I am going to continue my main work. Application was still continue. Application one is going to his own work. Is going to do his own work. Okay,
Right. Okay. So every thread, it's a independent.
independent. Yes, yes, Aki, I'm just my down responsibility to start you, but I don't care what inside you are doing. You are doing or waiting. I'm not any care. Even you are getting a chance to run or not, right?
Right. Right.
I am saying let's go. Just here JVM requesting, hey operating system, can you start one thread for me, right? Just
Right.
done. And after that, they're going to the main thread going to do his own work. Main thread have next work, start five thread. Here again they start five thread. Okay, and again going to do work. Again going to do his work.
Right.
Again going to do his own work. And after some time they decided, hey, I am going to wait for the T1. Okay, I am going to wait for T1. App is going to wait of T1 thread. Okay. Okay. So here they are waiting because our intention, our application cannot complete until our T1 thread is not completed. What is the T1? T1 is the thread. They have do some work and after they are waiting for the child thread. are some dependent tasks, right? So look like our code here, I am waiting for T1. Okay, but T1 code is here. That means these all are the separate code, right? Here,
Yeah.
what is that two error? Okay, let me check. Expected. Okay, uh, okay here plus the num5 threads. I variable. Okay. Command line code. Okay, not this. Again reiterate what here doing, just main application I started. Main application just going to create two object, one countdown object, one task executor object. Okay, means this is the code I am going to run as a parallelly, means ki 5 threads I am going to, but each thread have a this countdown latch variable share object, right? And this countdown is shared with a number of 5 thread. This is the your 5 thread, here 5 thread you are creating, right? So here say, hey, this is the countdown, this is my executor task, and even say this executor task. Okay, here say this executor task I'm going to just create here. Okay, okay. So here say I'm just creating countdown for a 5 thread. So this is again I'm going to start new thread. New thread is going to do his own work, and later decide, hey, I am going to wait for this countdown latch. Means until 5 thread child thread not completed, I'm not going to continue my work, right? So somehow they are going to wait. In the parallel, this is a separate thread, but main already started this 5 thread also. The main say, hey, I am going to start this 5 child thread is in the executor pool, right? So this child thread is started. What this child thread do? Child thread are doing just this work. They are just executing task 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 two times, right? 0 to 1 one time, right? Okay, 0 to 3 3. Okay, and once each thread done his work, then say countdown less means I done my work. Just only this additional information I put it here. Okay, I am going to say, hey, I done my work. This my each child threads are going to done his work. So here means here I am going to start 5 thread. Means ki 5 time this method going to say ki countdown done, countdown done, countdown done, right? So here notice ki here what 5 thread doing? 5 thread is the same work doing here, the same work this work doing, right? All 5 thread. So here this is my 5 thread child thread. But here my main thread again doing to work, main going to work. But say main, hey, now I'm completion of my stage. But before complete, I'm going to wait for T1 at least must complete because T1 have some logic. They have to wait for our other because this is something pending, right? So here say I'm just waiting for the T1. So T1 already in waiting state. Once this 5 child thread completed his job and all say yes, done, done, done. That means this await method automatic no, yes, all my dependent thread is already completed his job. Let's start my work. So multi-threading code, if you read, they are look like a very different what I completed. So what I control yet. I click something here, right? So this is the way our task executor is thread 0 is waiting, 0 done, and just waiting for the 5 thread to complete, right? And now this once 5 thread completed his job, then say, hey, now I'm going to continue thread 0, 1, 2, 3. Notice thread 0 have done remaining work. And again, main thread is going to work, T1 completed and main is going to done, right? Any confusion? Notice here, our main application just started thread and going to do here work, right? Main is just started our started application. And here notice main is still going to work, continue work, continue work, continue work. So Any confusion, any doubt till now?
It's getting better now,
Yes, good.
but it's like it's I will get there for sure.
Mhm.
Like it's
This is
get
a real time, always with situation like that, right?
mm,
Let us multiple example in the real life, multiple examples such face. Let's we are building a, let's give a toy car, right? Baby
right,
toy car, okay. And we have, let's keep, we have had three engineer. One is assembling all the part, right? And one engineer just taking care of all the parts. One thread our engineer will say, let's say here two thread and one thread for painting, okay. One work for the just paint my toys car, right?
right,
Two thread, one thread as get all my material, and one thread assemble them, right? So one
right,
thread first assemble the car, and then what say, uh, get the material, assemble the car, and after that my painting and start, right?
right.
Until the car is not built, a painter thread cannot going to do any work. Yeah, wait, yes. So
Okay, okay.
similarly
I
here,
see. I see. Yeah, yeah.
so sometime our situation, someone is waiting to do his work on the some dependent work, right?
Right, right,
So here our T1 threads are started his work and later realize, oh, I have wait until my five child co-worker is not completed his job, right?
right,
Just here waiting, and here my five co-worker started here. Now my five co-worker started, and all five co-worker once done, and all five say done, 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 then he get receive notification, yes, all you done, I am going to do my work. So this
okay, okay. Yeah,
method
yeah.
automatically get notifications when all my child threads are completed the job, right? So this await methods is automatically got notification if my this five child five child, okay, this is the five child say done, 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 countdown. Once all five say, it's automatically awake here, and after that they're going to do his work. In the
I see.
many
I see.
cases,
Yeah.
many cases in the real time, we are something here, right? Let us example. uh, let's give you have a five your worker doing your work in your her. You are expecting ki all five work is done, then I am going to distribute the pay of the today, right?
Right,
You are not say ki, so some use case you have defined ki once all five worker is completed the day of work, then evening I am going to uh, start doing payment, right? So here you can say, hey, today my five worker, let's go start your work, and I am waiting until you cannot complete your work of the day. Once you
right,
complete your work of the day, then I'm going to distributing your payment, right?
right.
Any kind of situation you can visualize, and we can just use this tool. So here, our whole objective of the today's session is just understanding the one use of the countdown latch. Countdown latch is just a counter, yes, synchronization between multiple threads, right? Here we are synchronizing thread one and between more five child thread as well, right? So little bit clear.
Yes, good.
So let's practice, and here this countdown latch have a you can, this is the drawback you should aware, right? Benefit is clear. Key here countdown, this is the count, right? This is
It's
the
count. Yeah,
counter.
yeah.
Counter, nothing, just logical. This is just logical class. Okay. They say here say five. So they place here five. It's good. There is no problem. So here in the child, I can start at five child thread. Okay, two, three, four, and five threads I started child thread. This once this thread said done, done, done. I done completed my done. Say count down. He just request, hey, let's just down your count. So from four they do four, right? So let's
Right,
this thread completed his job. Say hey, this say hey, count down. So now he say I'm three, right? Now let's this completed his job. Say down your count. Here say let's. 2. That's they completed his job. Say, okay, down your count. Say, let's 1. And his completed job, let's say 0. So this is the once receive 0, by default, this await method is no okay. All the count is my down, that means 0. Let's continue. Okay. So someone sometimes say, hey, that's good part. Can I again reuse this variable? Let's give another thread. Down I'm writing code. And can I reuse again reset to the 5 again here? Right? So this countdowns once reach the 0, again you cannot reuse. Now cannot reset again 5 here. Right?
Right.
So this is the you can say sometime our requirement. Let's say whatever you did work today. Similarly, I want to for tomorrow as well, right?
Right.
So today you hire 5 workers and you assign them task 1, task 2, and say let's do your work. And end of the day, once you done your work, I am going to distribute the pay. I am distributed the pay. And tomorrow I want to repeat the same, right? Next day I want to repeat, right? So can I not use the same counter variable again and again? As of now, this countdown length we cannot reuse. Once this counter is go to down 0, after that you cannot again reset to the 5. Is it the limitation of this countdown, right?
Right.
The way this is API implemented. Okay. But sometime someone want, okay, no, I want to reset or reuse the same counter concept, right?
Right.
So we'll discuss tomorrow. And instead of this, Java designer give another API. Say, this is the one use case. In this case, one time you want to use a count set, you can use a countdown latch. But you want to similar kind of repetition of work, don't use this API. Don't use this method. For this, tomorrow we'll understand the new countdown latch known as a cyclic barrier. Tomorrow we'll discuss time is over how we can reuse this. Some cases I want to reuse this variable, right? Here let's
Right.
await it, and after some time I again say I am going to await. Again I am going to await. Okay, here let's again I say my 5 child thread again do or something, right?
Right.
So this is not possible because this already counter is a reset 0. We cannot reset here. There is a no some concept like a reset something here, right? He
Right.
reset to the
Right.
5. Yes, set to the 5. So this is the different use case. Java designer think instead of modifying this class, making the uh, combination of two feature, one feature for countdown latch, a similar feature you want to reuse concept, reset the counter, then you can use another class that is known as cyclic barrier, right? Mm,
Cycling barrier.
cyclic barrier. Okay. So tomorrow we will understand C wise cyclic cyclic barrier. We are going to read, understand the example, understand the same concept, whatever today understand, but they have some concept of the reuse this counter,
Right.
right? So let's first revise this concept of a countdown latch. Countdown latch is just one of the tool in the multi-threading. You have some scenario, some situation, some thread want to as a some my child thread or my dependent thread once done his work, then I can continue. So those case situation you can use this countdown latch method. And this countdown latch generally two methods are using. Just await means waiting or my 5 child thread is done. And how all 5 child threads say, "Ki, I done my work." So just they call this method countdown, right?
Right.
Just they say, hey, countdown. That means they this thread informing child thread, hey, I done one, I done one, I done one. Once they are waiting for 5, they are waiting for the 5. The once 5 times someone said done, done, done. This no, yes, all done. So this just we are using the basic two API of wait and countdown, right? So let's do practice and we'll discuss later part. other example. So in the case of multi-threading, multiples example you have to write. You have to just think first, think some use case scenario. Then you have to use this concept, right? Okay, that's anything for today. You have any still any doubt, question, confusion for this countdown latch concept?
Uh, no, I understand. Yeah.
Great, good. So today we have to understand, uh, and tomorrow we'll understand more for the different example, right?
Sure. Sure.
Good for the day, and thank you. If you have not any question,
Thank you, Audrey. Thank you for the time.
take care.
Bye.
Bye.